Yo, 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 what's up? How's everybody doing? We're going to have a nice little stream today. Just talk about the world of football, a little bit about Milan coming up for a game against Udinese, Champions League, Serie A game day 3. Talk about players, answer questions from the chat. So, and I have the link of the StreamYard pinned. So if anybody wants to join, you're more than welcome, and you want to give your takes on what you saw this weekend or whatever you want to talk about. Nathan is here, right? What's up, Nathan?
What's up? How do I sound?
Sound normal.
That's no fun.
You do not sound like you're possessed by Beelzebub.
Uh,
You sound like a normal person today, so that's good. Have you ever heard yourself when you sound like Beelzebub?
no, I haven't actually gone back to check how I sound.
You have?
No, I haven't.
Oh yeah, you should. It's like there's a demon there for real.
That's funny.
Anyway, so let's start with talking a little bit about the Champions League. I know you watched some of the games today. I watched the Inter game today. That was a game I was mostly interested with.
Actually, if you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
Paramount,
Go ahead.
if you have Paramount, apparently this is new. I didn't realize this, but if you have Paramount and you're watching on your laptop, you have access to multi-cam screens.
Oh yeah, yeah. I knew that.
I didn't know that. That's the first
Wait,
time I've
wait, wait,
seen
wait,
that.
wait. Multi. You can see all the games at the same time.
Yeah, you can see all the games at the same time.
Oh, that's new. That's new.
Yeah.
I because they had the thing where we would jump from one game to the other.
Right. No, 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 no. They have like how ESPN Plus has where you can put four screens up. You can do that with your if you have your laptop. But that's it though. Like I can't do it with anything else so far.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, I didn't know. I didn't know. I did watch a little bit of the Atalanta game, but as soon as I saw how how easily PSG was peeling off the midfielders, and I'm like, dude, Juric, what? Why are you letting them do that? Juric is not a good coach, so I
No,
stopped
he's
watching.
not.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
Didn't they only get him because he was like a student of Gasparini or something like that?
I don't know if you paid attention in class.
Yeah,
I
because
don't know what kind of
uh,
student he was.
yeah, I'm not sure what they have going on, but Atalanta,
Yeah,
this looks like the old Atalanta that would finish,
right.
10th, 11th place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the way when the PSG had the ball in the back, their midfielders that were slightly higher would just peel off their man. They'd come back, and then they take the ball and distribute. It's like, why are you letting them do that? Like, it's such an easy read. Like, I mean, they probably
Yeah,
beat Atalanta anyway because they have more talent. But when you see like
but I
these
feel like
basic
with
things,
Gasparini though, it'd have been a different. Maybe they
it
still
would
would
have
have
been.
lost, but it wouldn't have been like this because we saw
Honestly,
how they
with
played against
yeah,
Barcelona last year.
right. I mean, with Gasperini, they could have even won the game. You know, who knows? Who knows? But obviously, PSG is the favorite. No, no doubt about it. I'm not
Of
gonna
course.
deny that. Yeah, but yeah. So I watched a little bit of that, and I was like, man, the team is coached so poorly. I'm not interested, and so I started watching the Inter game. And what I liked about the Inter game is that Chivu. I don't think Chivu was a great coach ever, to be honest with you, um, but he did play Pio Esposito, the
Yeah,
Italian
I
striker,
saw that.
which is nice, good experience for him. He played really well. Good
This
against
was
Ajax.
th-
That's a tough.
it was actually smart for him to play Esposito against Ajax. Because right now Ajax is still kind of like rebuilding themselves. And it's a
Yeah,
Champions League game, so there is pressure, especially for the first game. So I thought
right.
this was pretty smart, to be honest, because this is a winnable game.
Yeah,
And Yeah, this is when you try players out like this.
Yeah, it was a really good experience for Esposito, and Ajax is not the Ajax of old, huh? It's definitely
Hmm
not the Ajax. They're
No, no, I
definitely
watch IX every week, so no, they're not even close to what they were a couple of years ago,
in
even.
the, at least in this current moment. They probably will come back. I'm sure that they'll a bunch of players will reemerge out of nowhere that will make him go deep into competitions until they sell those players to the Premier League, and then they'll go back to being shit again.
Hmm
That's their cycle. That's always their cycle. Anyway, let me get to this comment here. Kimberini asked, "Did you guys see what Scaroni said regarding the stadium?" Let's see, and then he put it up here. We have a goal and we'll achieve it. We'll build Milan the most beautiful stadium in Europe because Milan deserves it. We're committed to this very important project. This is terrible news for me. This is absolutely terrible news for me. And the reason why this is terrible news for me is because I read that they're thinking that this stadium will be done by 2031. So that means that we're stuck with these fucking clowns until 2031.
Yeah,
So
but
get
that,
used to Furlani's face, guys, because
uh,
he's gonna be there for a long time.
unless we continue to do bad, you can only sell so many players
Yeah, I mean anything can happen. Anything can
because
happen.
only Mike and Liao can command anything above 50 mil at this point. So
Yeah, unless Ricci all of a sudden shows up,
yeah,
he
that's
could.
if Allegri decides to play him from the start
Yeah.
for once.
Oh, Fahedinho says there might be another round of voting, so it's not even sure it's gonna happen. I don't know. Then the stadium is going to be shared. So there's the debate about the stadium being shared or not being shared. It's honestly, it's a topic that I don't really care much about. It just depresses me to see that the deadline, the end date, 2031, and it depresses me to think that these people might be stuck. We might be stuck with them for so long. So I don't know. I don't have much to say about the stadium. I don't know. Do you?
Um, I mean, it could be that they might get the stadium project in motion and it can be, even if they sell the team, the stadium itself just won't be ready until that time. And whoever buys the club will be buying the club with future plans in mind as well for the stadium.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that would be ideal. That definitely would be ideal for sure. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about the Champions League. Turam scored 2 goals, header.
Hmm
What did what did you notice out of the Champions League? Any standout from the other teams? Both days, Juventus guys. What a fucking game between Juve and Borussia Dortmund. Holy
I
shit!
missed the game. I didn't even watch it. Who won?
A 4-4.
Dang.
Um, all 8 goals in the second half, dude. Juventus was down 4-2. Then Vlahovic came on. He scored a goal and got the assist, but they scored like at the 93rd minute to make it 4-4. It was a crazy game. What do you think of Juve conceding so many goals in these 2 games? Does that kind of change the perspective of Juve a little bit?
Um, I'm not sure if it changed the perspective because the 4 goals came against teams who are notoriously good going forward. Um, I think we have to see them more so against teams who are teams who are like fifth through 10th. to see how to see if they continue to concede goals like that. Like
Yeah,
conceding four against Inter and conceding
three.
four against Dortmund. I mean,
Well, three.
three against Inter, sorry, and then four against Dortmund. Like these are all ultra attacking teams when they need to be. So I mean, it is what it
Yeah,
is.
I mean, if I'm Tudor, I'm a little bit worried. Like 7 goals in 2 games, despite the fact that these are offensive teams, is still a lot. But you don't think that changes much? You still kind of keep Juventus where you think they're gonna be
Yeah, I still
for you,
think they'll be like third or something like that.
third. Yeah,
Yeah, I
got
don't think I don't think I think because they concede goals, it's going to keep them in third. But we know in Italy, if you concede that many goals, you're not going to win. So
right.
I
Yeah.
think it'll keep them where they are.
Um. So out of these three Serie A game days, I think it's really crazy to even say that there is a favorite, aside from the rosters that we already know. But I saw this headline from IFTV saying after the Juve Inter game, saying Juve can win the Scudetto, right? Like because I mean, obviously the Juventus fans are really hyped up because of that game. But if you really think about it objectively, if you look at these 3 game days, it's Napoli. Napoli is at the best run so far. I mean, they're the ones that are the favorites. They've only conceded 1 goal so far, and they've won all 3 games. Um, they won some difficult games too. I mean, beating Fiorentina in their own stadium is not an easy feat.
Right.
I still put Napoli up there for me. Do you think they can do it again?
I think they can. There's not as much disharmony coming out of the Napoli camp right now, and we know every time that they have infighting, then they don't win. Like
Right.
when
Yeah,
they
there's a
won the
lot of unity.
Scudetto, and yeah, when they won the Scudetto, there was a lot of fighting during the summer still. And then what happened next year? They fell off.
Yeah.
So, but we didn't. They won
Right.
it with Conte, but then you didn't hear any real fighting like that this time. So, I think it'll be a different story.
No.
I think they can do it again.
Yeah, they literally did what me and you, hoped Milan would do after Milan won this Scudetto. They did what we hoped Milan would have done. They reinforced that their team. They won the Scudetto instead of dismantling it, or rather, or just keeping it the same. They reinforced it, and that's the difference
Right.
when you have a real owner and then you have these fucking hedge fund owners. That's a big difference. Yeah. What do you think about Napoli, Man City tomorrow? Kim is asking. He has is asking us for a
Mm,
prediction.
that's gonna be a
Okay,
good
who's
game.
who's do you guys know who's playing home?
I don't.
Does anybody know in chat who's playing home tomorrow, guys? Because I think that might make a big difference in my assessment, at least. Fahadinho says, Roy, 1 Napoli, 2 Juve, 3 Inter, and 4th place is open to whoever can snatch it. Really? Juve number 2. Interesting. Hmm. Has anybody put Juve above third aside from you, Fahadinho? I don't know. Can't remember. Uh, I'm hoping Napoli wins. It's in Manchester. Okay, it's in England. It should be a good game. I think Conte is not known for his European matches, so I'm curious. I'm really curious to see how it goes. It's going to be the homecoming of De Bruyne. We're going to see Gigi Donnarumma. We're going to see TJ, Jessica, Tiffany Reindeers, whatever. Uh, I don't know. I'm expecting. I hope. I'll tell you this. I hope to see a strong performance from Napoli. I want to see Napoli represent the Serie A with dignity. That's what I want to see. Then what
Agreed.
happens tomorrow? I don't know. What about you? What do you think?
Um, I think in terms of like being an advantage, I don't or a disadvantage, I don't think it will be because the English atmosphere isn't really that good. Um,
Especially in that stadium. That stadium is notorious for not having great
yeah,
atmosphere.
it's really not that good to be honest. So that helps a little bit. But yeah, I just hope, even though Man City are still the favorites, as long as it's a good game, then that's what we need to hope for at the very least.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be interesting. I'm looking forward to see it. I'm looking forward to see it. Should be a good game. So here, Kangoo says apparently we're going to play you in a money making mid-season friendly. Really? So what? In January or December, we're playing Manchester United. By the way, what a debut from Donnarumma, huh, against Manchester United, bruv. I saw the highlights. That save he did there was fuck. Damn, what a
Yeah, that's when the English pundits discovered that Donnarumma is a good goalkeeper.
yeah, right. Now all of a sudden he's a good goalkeeper. Before he wasn't good enough. He's not good enough. He has bad feet. He sucks. Now all of a sudden he plays in the EPL. He's the best in the world. That's all it takes,
You
bro.
remember how we would always hear, other than he has bad feet, oh, he's not good in the air. He's not commanding on corner kicks. Every
Yeah,
single time it was a corner kick, they said Donnarumma has such a big frame and he just comes out so well. Like, bruh,
yeah. I
that,
don't.
that
I don't get. Yeah, of course he's good. Like he's gonna be good. He's not good. He's not a shit. He's one of the best, if not the best. Uh, Red Shit wants to sell the Cub. AJ asked. I have heard rumors of people interested in buying the club. There is this Qatari fund that is interested in buying the club. It is not the same Qatari fund um, that bought PSG. It is another one adjacent to that one, and it is a bigger fund actually than the one that the one that bought PSG. The one that bought PSG is like a sports, specifically a sports entertainment fund. This one is more like a state fund, and they were interested in buying shares of Milan already when Berlusconi was in charge, and apparently this summer they inquired. They made some inquiries. So let's see what comes out of it. The thing is that nobody's going to give money for free to Jerry. So if the offer is right, they'll buy it. But if Jerry is asking for too much, they won't. That's unfortunately the way things are. That's what I know. That's what I know. I don't know if anything else has come out, but that is what I do know. And I do think that if that does happen, we might see a return of some interested names. Defensive Dynamo, what's up, Barov? How you doing, my man? De Bruyne could maybe be the key ingredient of Napoli to win tomorrow. Have you been watching Napoli at all since the season started?
who, me?
Yeah,
I watched their last game. I mean, I think they're just a solid team. They're not like crazy, crazy, crazy going forward,
right.
but they're well balanced.
Yeah, they have an interesting formation. They play basically a 4-1-4-1. So they have sacrificed the right winger. They don't have a right winger anymore. They used to always play with the right winger. So right now, basically, they have the line of four. Then they have Lobotka in between the defensive line and the midfield line, being the regista that he is. The midfield line is essentially McTominay that kind of plays the way Rabiot plays for Milan on the left. So similar position. not a winger, but just a midfielder that starts from the left. Then they have De Bruyne in the center with Anguissa, and then they have a winger on the other side, Politano, and then they have their striker. It's an interesting formation, 4-1-4-1. It's kind of like a formation that he had to adapt essentially for De Bruyne. But yeah, it's interesting. It is an interesting
But I mean, it's
formation.
working. De Bruyne is doing his thing. So I mean, as long as it continues to work, the only problem I have maybe is that the midfield might be too slow because you have right now. I don't know if anyone else has been watching City lately, but my boy Doku has been an absolute menace.
Oh yeah, Doku
And
is tough customer.
remember, I wanted Doku when we had got Solid Makers. So I've been talking about this guy for a long time. And right now, he is cutting up for City at the moment. So I don't know how Napoli's going to deal with him, but
Well,
yeah.
I don't think they're gonna. Napoli during Conte. Uh, yeah, if you're
'Cause
gonna
there's,
play
there's not
against
much.
players
There's
like
not
that,
much you can. Yeah, go ahead.
you're probably not going to want to be so open, right? You want to close down. You want to probably close down more. You give Doku space, he's gonna take it. So you just have to be smart and not give him space, and then just hope that and just players like that are players that you just have to dirty their play. You just have to smother their plays a little bit. But if you let him play freely, then it's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's like Yamil Lamar. If Yamil Lamar, you let him play freely, he's going to hurt you. But if you just
Squeeze him a
dirty
little bit.
just squeeze him a little bit, then yeah, then you can kind of stop it.
See, and
It's
that's my
different.
problem because that's where my problem is. Is because you said Napoli play like a 4-1-4-1.
Yeah,
So whoever that holding slash CDM is, they're gonna have to
Laboca.
be Laboca's gonna have to be really good at doubling down.
Oh yeah. Does he play on the left or the right, Doug?
Doku's been playing on the left.
On the left. So if Doug has been playing on the left, he will have Di Lorenzo, an old friend of his, and Politano. Hmm. Not the best defensive duo for a player like Doug.
And then
Okay, yeah,
yeah,
go ahead.
and then well, dealing with Holland isn't really that difficult, especially with the way Pep has them playing. It's marking Holland out isn't really that big of a task. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be. And I can't remember who does City have on the right. Hold on, let me see who's on the right side for City.
Well, I know Shirky is injured. Um, Shirky is injured, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's.
I'm,
I
I'm
hope
looking at
Napoli can
their.
pull something off. Yeah, let me know. In the meantime, I rediscovered.
Um,
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Bernardo Silva was on the right side, and we know he's really good.
Okay. So he's like an
Yeah, I mean
attacking
City
midfielder
City
on
basically play
the
the same
right.
formation. City also play a 4-1-4-1.
Oh, okay. Okay. So they're going to mirror each other.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it should be a great game. It should be a fantastic game. I'm looking forward to it. It's basically Italy's best team against supposedly England's best team. So it should be interesting. Okay, let me go to chat. By the way, what's going on with Juve? Because their last two games have been pure madness. 8 goals and late goal madness. No stability in the team, just pure chaos thoughts. Yeah, we spoke about it earlier. Um, uh, if I'm the coach, I'd be a little bit worried considering all these goals. It is still early. You can fix things. It's better to concede all these goals now than later on. but it is. I mean, you look at that defense. Juve used to be a team that always had the best Italian defenders. I mean,
Yeah,
who the fuck they have? Who is Kelly? Who the fuck is Sir Lloyd Kelly? Who is this guy? He scored a great goal, by the way, against
he's
Borussia Dortmund.
English, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but who are these guys? Like, why is Kelly your defender? I mean, you guys should, Juventus should have the best Italian defenders, like they always used to have. They've gone also crazy, yeah, kind of like Milan. Okay, so let's see. What else do we have? Let's keep on going. What's up? Let's see. Let's see. I lost my zero fucks given Milan only. I like it, AJ. Nice. Okay. Thoughts on San Siro agreement? Yeah, we spoke about it. I'm not so invested in the stadium argument, to be honest with you. So uh, my issue is that it's going to take a long time, and I just want these guys to get the fuck out of the club. That's it. Sup, Kiko Santos? How you doing, sir? He had really
Yeah.
one brain fart in the CL a few years ago, but I remember his. Okay, so Donnarumma, yeah, yeah. And listen, they're gonna make keepers are gonna make mistakes, and we're gonna learn from their mistakes. You know, it is what it is. Like and subscribe, fellas. Show some love. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, the only
Don't,
people
don't,
not learning from their mistakes is Redbird.
right. They double down on their mistakes.
They double down.
Yeah.
Oh, we're playing
Donnarumma would
bad.
make a difference. What's that?
I said, "Oh, we're doing bad. Let's see how bad we can get."
Yeah, right. I think that's how they think it works. Fonson Hoyland started Napoli, already has a goal, and I predicted him as an underdog for Capocannoniere. Um, yeah, I did like his performance a lot, actually. And his hold-up play was absolutely great, honestly, in the game. He's got great feet. I forgot. I forgot. Like he's a really technical player. Like he's got great
And
dribbling.
and that's why I said just because you don't do good in the EPL does not mean you're a bad player. The EPL is a league that is simply not made for everybody.
Yeah,
It does not mean that you can't play.
right. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. No, I kind of because I remembered when we looked at this player when he was at Atalanta. I remember being impressed with how good his feet were. But then it kind of just, he went to Man U and kind of forgot about him. Then I saw the game against Fiorentina. Like, he's got great feet, like great feet for a striker. He's got the feet of an attacking midfielder. Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Italy is a better place for him. Uh, is he going to be a capocannoniere? Maybe. I don't know. What are your opinions on it?
I mean, he's a good player. He's definitely a player that I like, or like the type of player. That's what Milan should have been getting. Someone like him, Moise Keane, someone that could like a playmaking striker.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a playmaking striker, right? I gotta say this with a heavy heart. Just based on what I saw against Fiorentina, he's definitely a better player than Jimenez.
I told you I'd take the grocery bagger Paul over Jimenez.
Damn, poor Jimenez, dude. I'm sorry to our Mexican audience. I know we have some Mexican audience. I hope you guys don't get offended, but it is what it is. I get a lot of shit for Italian players, so whatever. But yeah, Jimenez such a bad performance against Bologna. My God.
But it's like all of his
But
performances are bad though. Like that's the problem. Like I can't remember if he's actually had a good performance.
Well, last year I wasn't watching the games because I was so disgusted, but I know he scored a bunch of goals. This year I am
A
going to
bunch.
watch
Well,
all the
yeah,
games.
with PSV, he scored a bunch of goals.
No, I
He
mean with
scored a bunch
Milan.
of goals. He didn't score a bunch of goals with Milan.
I didn't even find what he did score a bunch of
Mm,
goals. I mean,
he didn't score a bunch of goals.
well, he did score some goals. I'm
Yeah,
just
like what?
saying.
Three?
I don't know. I'm just saying I didn't watch him last year because I wasn't. I refused to watch Milan last year. I was so disgusted. This year, I'm going to watch every single game if I can, and I'm going to, make a judgment. So far, what I've seen is I'm not. I'm quite disappointed to be honest with you from what I'm seeing. I don't see a warrior. I see someone that is struggling mentally. I see someone that also technically is not really top level. Now, I know some of these things you can work on and you can fix. He's still young. He can still get to a certain level. He still has a lot of ceiling left. But as of
Mm,
now, I mean, this guy shouldn't even be our third choice striker, if you ask me. But
look,
whatever.
when it comes to striker, you got to have ice running through your veins, and this
Yeah,
guy simply doesn't.
yeah. You gotta have ice. You gotta have fire. You gotta have hunger. You gotta be a lion. Like a striker, you got to be a fucking lion. You gotta be drooling. You gotta be an animal. You gotta be an animal on that pitch. And I'm just not seeing it. All right, let's keep on going. If Vlahovic leaves Juve during winter, surely there will drop points. The way Vlahovic is playing right now,
I
Juventus
don't
would be
think he
stupid.
leaves.
Yeah, I don't think he leaves. Juventus would be dumb to let him go. He's finally showing what he was supposed to show these years. Like he's doing really good. If he keeps this momentum, he's probably going to be the capocannoniere of the league. Like he's scoring every game. He's getting assists. He's I don't want to say finally showing, but he's kind of showing that his salary is worth his game. Would
Yeah,
you
basically what he's supposed to have been doing this whole time.
right? Would you take him at Milan?
Um, like I personally don't care for static strikers.
Static? What do you mean by static?
Like strikers that have to be like spoon fed. Like I've
Oh,
never
okay.
really cared for things like that.
So you like more like strikers that move a lot.
Yeah, like Shevchenko, like Inzaghi, like striker like Crespo, like guys like that. That's who Milan has always been about. We've never really been
Yeah,
about like these big target guys.
right. Yeah. For the current situation we are in right now, I would happily take Vlahovic, to be honest with you. Um, I would take him, but he wouldn't be my first choice. Okay, here another good question. How high do you guys rank Yildiz? So I'm very impressed with Yildiz, and I'm also, even though I think Juventus is in a similar boat to Milan because um, they have a ownership that is not exactly the same, but it's kind of similar. But I'm very impressed with the players that Juventus develops, and they could have had a great team if they kept all the players they had developed. Yildiz is one of these players that they developed. He comes from essentially what their version of the Futuro is, and he was eight. He came, he became a starter at 18. Now he's 19. He's going to get better and better. I think he's a superstar in the making, and congratulations and props to Juve for believing in the fucking players that they develop, even though they should do better because they should have kept Keane They should have kept Soleil. They should have kept Barichea. They should have kept Fagioli. They should have kept a lot of players that they developed. Right now, they have Yildiz. They have this other guy, Adzic, that decided the game against Inter. That 19-year-old that decided the game against Inter. He's also a player that comes from their version of the Futuro. I do admire that about Juventus, is that Juventus is developing top level players and they're giving these players a platform to succeed. Milan is fucking doing the complete opposite. Is destroying players instead of developing players. So, you know, I wish we would do the same because we also have players like Liberali, like Camarda, like all these other guys that should have done what Yildiz is doing, but we don't give them the chance. Yeah, I rate Yildiz very highly. I think he's going to be a great player. I think he's showing great stuff, and I admire and congratulations to you for believing in their youngsters. What are your thoughts on Yildiz?
I think he's good too.
Anything else you want to add?
I mean, yeah, like I agree. Like the way that they are developing players compared to what we're doing is honestly really, really sad. Especially when like every time we actually develop or attempt to develop a young player and we allow him to play, they actually do pretty good. Like Cutrone and whatnot, guys like that. Like they've actually done a good job. And then,
Yeah,
they can do what they want to do, which is sell them. So it's like, clearly we've seen it. Same thing with Donnarumma. Clearly we've seen them develop players, but I don't know what the deal is now,
yeah.
especially from like a
Uh,
whole business standpoint. Like, isn't this what y'all want to do?
right. Yeah, yeah. Milan is shambolic when it comes to that. Thoughts on Simic going to Saudi Arabia? Uh, phew, not a good move. He's too young to go to Saudi Arabia. He's too young to go to Saudi Arabia. Like he should probably stay in Europe. Maybe if you go to Saudi Arabia, wait a little bit longer because like
Yeah.
these are important years of your career. You want to probably get that Champions League experience. You want to get that European experience, and then maybe go to Saudi Arabia, make your money for a few years, and come back. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of going to Saudi Arabia so early to go and get your money so early. I'd wait a little bit. What about you?
No, I agree. Like I feel
Yeah,
like if you're going if you're going that early, oh, you're really you just don't care about your career. You just care about your money, which is fine if that's really what you want to do and that's really all you care about is just the money, then cool. But don't be like some of these people that go there but like it's been a dream to play in this league and I believe this league is top three league in the world type of nonsense. So just say that you're going for money.
yeah. You remember that there was this really talented Spanish player that Napoli was trying to get, and then he went to Saudi Arabia. This was like a few years ago. Like we don't. This guy is lost. We don't talk. Nobody talks about him anymore, right? He's I don't even think he's part of the national team. Yeah, it's not a good move to go Saudi. Not a good move. Speaking of the players that did go to Saudi Arabia, Teo Hernandez scored his debut goal, a winning goal too. Teo Hernandez, AC Milan legend. Kangu, Hoyland had terrible interplay and had bad hold-up play for us. Much more promising this preseason and would have done better for us this season, but is a confidence player and he doesn't have that at United. Well, who does have confidence at United?
Right. Like this
United is a mess. Go ahead.
that's what I was gonna say. Like United isn't like this. That's what I was saying. Like right now, if you're a skilled player and you're going to England, the last team, like the only teams you should be going to is Arsenal, and City. If you're a technical player, It's Arsenal and City. If you go to any other team,
What about Liverpool?
you are. Oh yeah, Liverpool as well too. Sorry, Arsenal,
Yeah.
Liverpool, and City are the only teams that you should be considering if you're a skilled player going to England. Other than that,
What about
you
Chelsea? No, you wouldn't put Chelsea there.
no, because Chelsea just buy everyone, and you're just going to be wasting your time. Like Hoyland actually went to United, and he was like starting and stuff.
Mm.
Um, yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah. Yeah, England, these technical players, they don't get much love unless you go to specific teams. It is true. I mean, I remember when Skamaka was in West Ham, the coach was playing this other guy that was more of a physical player, right? Um,
yeah.
yeah, it's always been like that. Yeah.
Like
No, I
if
think
they still
Hoyland.
had Ferguson, if they still had Ferguson, then it'd be another story because Ferguson could probably um can probably get, you know, the best out of someone like Hoyland because Ferguson had guys like Tevez and Ronaldo and whatnot.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's right. Ferguson was a coach that had the ability to get the best out of everybody and create a very championship like atmosphere. Um, but it's really the
Exactly.
owners. The once the Glazers got in that club, everything went to shit. I mean, it's
And that's no
similar.
disrespect on United because United still is by history the biggest team in England, but they're like
Right,
Milan at the moment. Like no skillful player should honestly be coming to this club because we just don't have the right people in charge. So I mean, well,
right,
it's literally the same thing.
yeah. Uh, Edison says Roy hates Jimenez like I do. I don't hate Jimenez, by the way.
I do.
Like you hate Leo. No, I don't hate Jimenez. I just think Jimenez needs just I don't know. He needs to go out alone. He needs to do what Salamakers did, what Gabia did, and then maybe come back. Maybe that's what needs to happen, Jimenez. I'm only watching Milan because of Maestro Modric. He's the main reason why I'm watching. If it wasn't for him, I couldn't care less. Modric is a top G. There's no doubt about that. It's nice to see a Milan-worthy player at Milan. It's been a while. It's been a while. You saw the game, right?
I
Yeah,
did.
yeah, we spoke about it. Yeah, Modric is fantastic. The King Roy himself, hope you're doing well, bro. Hey, Footy, what's up, my man? Thank you for stopping by. On Nathan's point, every league has its own characteristics and football discipline, so some players suit certain leagues based on their technical capabilities and physique. Yeah, that's true. 100%. There's some players that would do really well in Germany, but don't do well in Italy, and blah blah blah. It's mathematics, football mathematics. Supposedly, Vlahovic was willing to reduce his wage to join Milan. Did Furlani and Co make a bad decision to not get him? In my opinion, yes. Because if we would have had a striker, like a real striker, it would have made Allegri system much more effective. Uh, that's my opinion, but not everybody shares this opinion. What about you? What do you think?
I mean, yeah, because Allegri, uh, we or not, yeah, Allegri. We know he needs a striker like that. I don't think he really wants a striker that plays that type of style, like how Jimenez plays. Like you can tell, like Camardo would have been the better option
Oh, come
because
on,
Camardo's
yeah,
the
man.
bigger striker who can also play as well too.
Kamada would have played with so much heart. He would have given like Cutrone did. Remember how Cutrone put so much fucking heart every time he played? Kamada would have done the
Exactly.
same. Footy flashbacks reminds me that Huijsen was another player that was also a product of Juventus's uh, next gen. That's what they call their futuro. Yeah, that's right. And now he's at Real Madrid, starting for the national team. I mean, Juventus dropped the bag. Let's be honest with you. Like, okay, I give them credit for Yildiz, but they lost a lot of good players. They sold a lot of players to get trash players. Let's be honest. Bayern couldn't keep Bayern couldn't keep Yildiz, but Juve showed more trust in him than Bayern did. That's what Milan need to do when approaching youngsters. Show trust and commitment. I hope Kamada comes back next season. Yeah, that's right. You have to show trust and commitment, and also, yeah, you just got to do it. It's just you just do it. Yildiz is the new Dybala, right? Don't forget that Juve sold Hoysen too. Yep, we just spoke of. Cutrone Milan have a dog in him. Gabri Vega, yeah, that's the player. That's right. Thanks. Okay, fun fact about United: four different coaches there won a league title and European title. Sir Alex, Sir Matt, Ernest Mangal, and Mourinho. That's it, huh? That's not much. Meanwhile, at Milan, nine different coaches won a league title and a European trophy. In my opinion, Man United has never been a sustainable club if two coaches make up a majority of their titles won. I mean, yeah, I don't know so much the history of Man U. I know they were. I remember we faced Manchester United in the semifinals of the '69 Champions League, where we beat them. We beat them for something, and then we went in the finals and we played Ajax. So even back then, I knew they're getting far into the Champions Leagues, but Manchester United is really a team that emerged with the advent of became a big team with Ferguson, right? I don't know what their history prior to Ferguson was. I don't know if it were the biggest club before Ferguson. I just don't know. Maybe someone can tell me. Do you know?
Um, I'm not entirely sure either.
Yeah. The only thing I know about Man U is that we faced them in the semifinals in 1969. We beat them really nicely too. I think it was 4 something. I think they won one game, then we beat them in the other game for something. That's as much as I know about their history. I lied. Milan had 13 coaches. Yeah, listen, Milan had a very weird period between 1992, I believe. Sorry, 1902 and 1950. Almost 40 years. Milan had almost a 40-year gap of nothingness, and then all of a sudden we were getting far in Europe. In '58, we made the finals against Real Madrid. We lost against Real Madrid. In '63, we won against Benfica. But there was a long period there between the 90. There's a 40-year period that Milan didn't win anything pretty much. But from the '50s onwards, Milan was a force to be reckoned with. Now, someone might correct me if I'm wrong about that. Maybe we won a few Scudettis in those years, but I'm pretty sure there was a 40-year gap of Milan not winning anything. Thoughts on Jose Mourinho to Benfica? Uh, don't know. Don't really care that much, to be honest with you. I'm a big fan of Mourinho. Did Benfica just fire a coach? What happened to Benfica? Are you familiar with what's going on with Benfica?
Um, I'm not entirely sure what's happening, to be honest, but I know Marino's like the new coach.
Yeah, I'm not really following what's going on in Portugal, so I wouldn't know, bro. I would not know. Camarda needs to go to the gym. Camarda's looking good though. He's looking good. He need, he needs he needs a team that believes in him. That's what he needs. Liverpool is bigger
And
than Manchester
I
United. So
watched that.
yeah, it's true. Yeah.
You said Liverpool is bigger than United?
What's that?
I said someone said Liverpool's bigger than United.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm, I mean, it's
I mean,
debatable.
they do have what, 6 Champions Leagues?
How many does United have? Oh, they only have three, right?
2 or 3.
I think it's three. Three or I want to say it's three. No, you're right. Liverpool is bigger. Good correction.
Yeah.
I watched the last Lecce
Sorry,
game.
G.
I lost the
Oh yeah, you did.
lost.
Lich
I
against
watched the Lecce.
Genoa, right?
Yeah, and
It's Genoa, right?
they shouldn't play that other striker ahead of Camarda. Like that guy did literally absolutely nothing. And how
Who
like
is Weber striker?
I don't even know. I just know he didn't do anything.
Uh,
At first, I thought it was Camarda. They almost looked the exact same. Like he could be
he
his
look.
older
He looks.
brother.
Yeah, I know. I know they look like each other. Yeah. Someone said
But
that. Yeah.
he was next to worthless. And it's like,
Really.
yeah, it's like just play Camarda because he can actually learn from his mistakes. And on top of that, you're getting extra money from Milan every time he plays. So it's like
Right. So just play
you
it.
should want to get him as good as you possibly can so he's banging in as many goals so you can get as much money as possible.
Yeah. Make that dough. What are you doing? Make that dough. You
Right.
guys need it because you're gonna go to Serie B.
Exactly. So it's like
Uh.
you're only hurting yourself and you still lost the game.
Right. No, I will play him. Man United's golden era was during Ferguson only. Okay. They fired a coach because they lost to a club from Azerbaijan. Oh, right,
They did.
Karabakh. They
They
lost to
did
Karabakh.
indeed.
So they fired him because of the Karabakh. Wow. Hey, at least Benfica's ownership has got some balls, dude. Furlani would never fire anybody if we lost to Karabakh.
Especially if we wore our yellow jerseys and got those sails up.
Yeah,
That's the
right.
matter.
As long as we're selling jerseys to Azerbaijani fans, he's happy. Sven says it's true, or even as a Laziale can admit that Juve's youth academy and structure around the youth project stop. Wish Lazio could invest in youth like Juve. Yeah, I mean, I think most clubs wish they could do what Juve is doing, but Juve needs to use those players, not just use them as money, to sell them. And because I mean, look, they sold some of their midfielders to get Douglas Luiz, 50 million. Oh, they sold Huijsen to pay for Douglas Luiz. That ended up being a complete mess. They just have to. They're great at developing their players, but now they have to become great at using those players, not just Yildiz, not just Yildiz. But yeah, totally. They are doing a really good job at building players. Benfica went 2-0 up against Karabakh and ended up losing 2-3. Lord have mercy. That's what happens when you have Milanisti blood in the board. Ricos is the Benfica president. Yeah, that's right. He doesn't take no shit. Um, okay, let me read this one and then let's talk about Milan Udinese. But some Benfica fans are pissed. They don't want Mourinho, thinking he's washed, and they think Rui Costa hired Mo so he can win their next election. Oh shit, Shomo Benfica fans. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with what the ins and out of Portuguese football, but it is interesting stuff. All right, guys, let's talk about Milan Udinese. Mamma mia, ragazzi, Udinese. Udinese. Um, uh, what do you expect? What do you guys expect in chat from this game? Nathan, what do you expect? What are you expecting?
Um, well, I've seen some reports showing that we might. Well, first of all, is Leao going to be there this time?
Don't know.
Mm,
Don't know. Don't have any info on that.
Well, if Udinese can beat Inter, they can beat us. And this is
Yeah,
one of those teams that historically would normally give us problems.
very physical team. You know, they predominantly operate or exploit their physicality. Um, is that going to be an issue? Oh, did we lose Nathan? Hold on, let me check. We might have lost Nathan. Give me a sec, guys. What's up, Sriracha Ketchup? How you doing, my man? How you doing, bro? Udine is a tough, tough team. Yes, they are. And historically, Milan has had trouble against
Can you
Udinese.
hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Oh, okay. So
Um, uh,
I'm still here then.
yeah, I mean, I don't know how would Allegri approach this game. Like Udinese is not the kind of team that is going to play the ball and keep the ball in the midfield. They're a very direct team. They use their physical, especially set pieces. They're going to be physical in set pieces. I don't know how would Allegri approach this game.
Well, we know that we're a counter-attacking team, so this is what we were talking about earlier in the summer. You know, what's going to happen when we play teams that we are supposed to go and attack?
Yeah, so this is going to be a very interesting game for that reason there, and that's why I'm having a tough time predicting how this game is going to look like because Udinese is definitely not going to be a team that is going to hold the ball. They're not that team. Milan has a coach that hates the fucking ball. So what is this going to look like? It's probably going to be another shit. It's going to be probably like a real shit show, dude. It's probably going to be a super shit show, like ugly, ugly, ugly football.
Yeah.
I don't even know which team is going to have the most possession. I can't even tell, dude. I can't predict it because I've literally seen Allegri get outpossessed by relegation teams because that's how he wants to play. Allegri doesn't care about the ball. Allegri, it's not his thing.
I mean, we only won our last game 1-0.
Right? Yeah.
And what's this thing? Why is it that Allegri only wants um like he only wants 22 players?
Nah, that's not Allegri. I don't think that's Allegri. Who said that? Who said it
I'm
was
pretty sure
Allegri?
I'm pretty sure I read an article that he only wanted 22 players.
Allegri said that.
Yeah, I could have sworn I saw in an article or something about that.
Huh. Uh,
Because why else would you get rid of Camarda when you only have one striker on the team?
well, what I knew is that the 22 players was that's how they are keeping their wages low.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. So
That's
crazy.
what that's what I heard from the reporters in Italy. That their strategy to keep the wages low is to keep a short roster. In order to pay Allegri all this money and then Modric all that money, blah blah.
Hmm.
Um, so Sriracha Ketchup. Do you know who Sriracha Ketchup is?
I actually do know the secret identity to Sriracha ketchup.
Uh, really?
I'm not going to say it. I don't want to reveal his identity.
Yeah, it's a Secret Service secret. We predicted
Exactly.
Milan fans. We predicted Milan fans would get super horny in September thanks to the early string games. That's it. Yeah, that's right. A lot of us predicted that. Yep. And it should be because these games are fairly. Our schedule is fairly easy. There shouldn't be much pressure. We will miss Allegri on the sideline against Udinese due to the red card. I think it sucks. We can't accumulate.
Yeah.
Yeah, Allegri won't be there on the sideline. He will be on the in the stands though. Did you see how? And I think this is going to be the future of not maybe I don't know yet, but this could be the future of coaching. Um, and I had a similar experience too. Um, uh, Not while I was coaching, but I remember I was watching a game. I was working for a team. I wasn't the coach of a team. I was actually a volunteer for a club that I volunteered for. I got lots of gigs out of that work I did as a volunteer. But I remember being on the stands and what we it was a actually it was a cup game, the American Open, kind of like Coppa Italia, but the American version of it.
Yeah.
And I was in the stands and I was looking at the team from the stands, and I was like, it's so much easier to see what the team does from the stands than from the sideline because you can see everybody. You can see everybody. You can see how they're lining up. You can see the lines. And I thought it was a very interesting way to coach a team that way. And as a matter of fact, that's what Luis, the guy from PSG, is doing. He's not coaching from the sidelines. He's in the stands and he's watching the team from above because he can see the whole team. He can see the
Like
lines. He
football.
can
It's like
see
American football.
like football, like a rugby. Yeah,
I mean, it
and
makes
that's what
sense,
he's doing.
honestly.
It does make sense because on the sideline you don't see the game the way you see it from above. On
No.
the sidelines, you see it, you feel it more. You feel the blood. You feel the energy of the game, but you don't see the nuances from the sidelines. You don't see them. Interesting. Do you think a lot of coaches will adapt to this new way of doing it?
It's possible.
Yeah. If you guys notice, Luis Enrique, he's not on the sidelines. He's in the stands with headphones, and he's directing the guy or someone else on the sidelines to give instructions.
See, I would prefer. I'm trying to think how I would prefer it to be done. Like maybe keep the head coach still there and the assistant coach.
On the
Uh,
top.
yeah. Like I still think
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, it could be. Yeah, yeah. It's interesting though. I think it is interesting that Luis Enrique is doing that. Anyway, we will miss Allegri on the sideline against Udinese due to the red card. Oh, I read that one. Roy, all the hype from the last match will disappear after Udinese's match. Reality will kick in once we lose. Damn, Fahadinho saying we're going to lose against Udinese. Is this a home game or away game? Does anybody know?
I'm not sure.
Let me know, guys, in chat if you know. Yeah, Forza Milan, Forza Allegri, Forza Harambo. Harambo, that's funny. I am a spicy ketchup, and that's it. Sriracha ketchup. That's right. He's a double agent from Redbird. Ketchup is rock hard. Rock hard. I don't want to leak him a sense because we won't see him throw his jacket on the ground. Right. That's true. That's become his thing. It's an away game. Oh, away game, huh? Listen, I won't be surprised if we don't get the 3 points. I won't be surprised. If we don't get the 3 points, I won't be surprised. If we get the 3 points, I won't be surprised either. It's that
Yeah, I agree.
it's literally that kind of situation.
I agree. I completely agree with that, actually.
Uh, yeah. So I think we'll do another live a little bit closer to the game, and we'll do our predictions. We'll see what the starting lineups are. We're gonna figure out whether or not Lau is in, and we'll go from there. Anyway, I do have to go now. Nathan, thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, no problem.
Are we playing FIFA this weekend or what?
Uh, It's
It's your favorite
possible.
game, dude. It's your favorite game, man.
I honestly cannot stand this game.
It's your favorite game, dude.
I'd rather boil my eyes in black tar
Damn. Damn.
than
Oh,
play
check this
this
out.
game.
Check this out.
Yeah.
New FIFA comes out next week.
What?
Oh, I'm buying it. I'm buying it. I'm getting.
Really? See,
I
like
need. Thank you, brother.
I have
Thank you
no
for.
news. Like literally no news at all. Like normally my news feed is like going crazy, like crazy, crazy with FIFA news. And I have nothing.
I think Moise Keane has a song in it. Did you know?
No.
Yeah, he's got a song in the new FIFA. I'm definitely going to pre-order it because I want to get my level up as soon as possible. Hope, Hopefully, it's going to be better than. Well, I mean, I liked FIFA 25. I didn't think it was that bad. I know you hated it. Hopefully, this one. Hopefully, you enjoy the next one better. Are you
Wait,
going to
what?
buy it?
I mean, I have to buy it. I've bought every FIFA since it's ever came out, so I'm stuck.
Yeah. Hopefully, you'll enjoy the next one better. Anyway, listen, I gotta go. Thank you so much, everybody in chat. Thank you, Nathan. We will go live soon again. We'll definitely do a post match after the Udinese game. We might do another pre-match preview before the game. So, guys, enjoy your rest of the week. Tomorrow, some more football. We still have some more Italian teams playing: Napoli, Roma, Fiorentina. So it should be interesting. All right, guys, everybody, have a good one. Peace out.
Adios.
Later, man.